Good morning, student of class 5. How are you? I hope you all are fit and healthy. So, student, let do recapitulation what we have done in our previous video. So, in the previous video, student, we discuss about the Quit India movement. Now, British administration was ready to free the India, and 15 August 1947 we get the complete freedom from the British administration, and there is a partition of the country. One is the country is divided into two parts, India and Pakistan, and we get our freedom in 15th August 1947. 15th August 1947. And after the freedom, student, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru become the first Prime Minister of India, and Dr. Rajendra Prasad become the first President of India. So these things we have studied in the previous video, and in this question many times asked in the examination that when Gandhiji launched Quit India movement, so please underline it. In 1942 Gandhiji launched Quit India movement. After that, student, we have discussed the keywords of this chapter, that is massacre, revolutionaries, disobedience, salt law. So these things we have already discussed in the previous video. Now student, today let's start with the things to remember. First point is, now today video we will start things to remember. Okay, so Mahatma Gandhi ji called it for a non-violent struggle for independence. So non-violent. So student, I have already explained you that in 1915 Gandhiji come back, to India, and from which country he come back? He come back from South Africa. He come back from which country? The name of the country is South Africa. And after that, student, seeing he was very much shocked by seeing the poor peoples, because due to British rules and laws, mostly the poor peoples of India, they are suffering. So by seeing all these things, and even there are many social evils in the society also at that time, so by seeing all these things, Gandhiji decided to fight against the British administration. So from here, Gandhiji struggled for the freedom of the India. Second point, he tried to unify the whole country and remove social evils. So this is one of the most important thing what the Gandhiji do. And even Gandhiji returned from South Africa in 1915 and we get freedom in 1947. It means 32 years. It took 32 years for Gandhiji to struggle for the freedom of our country, that is India. So what is the main aim of the, because after returning from South Africa, first of all the thing which Gandhiji, what Gandhiji has done, he traveled all over the country, and first of all he understand the positions or problems of the people, especially poor people, what problems they are facing under the British administration. So student, the main aim of Gandhiji is to unite the people together, because there are many social evils in the society at that time. There is lot of difference in the people due to caste and religions. So there are many social evils in the society. So the main aim of Gandhiji is that how to unite all the people together and develop a, what he want to develop. Don't fight for the caste or religion. Just think only one thing, that you are Indians. So he want to develop a respect and love for their country, so that they are ready to even for do and die for their country. Is it clear? So, and when the Gandhiji was fighting with the British administration, so at the time of struggle of the freedom, the path which Gandhiji follow, that is the path of the non-violence. That path is known as the path of non-violence. Okay. Next, third point is in April 1919. So student, what happens in April 1919? A public meeting was held in Jallianwala Bagh and many peoples are killed in that, because now in India also there is a political party in that old time, that is known as Indian National Congress, INC. Indian National Congress. So what role the leader play at that time? Maximum peoples are uneducated, so they start motivating the people of India at the time of struggle for the freedom. So in 1914 the World War One started, and at that time many Indian people, especially from the Punjab, British people forced the people of Punjab to join the British army and fight from the side of the British. So Indians thought that they will get reward for that, and maybe British people agree to free the India. But nothing happens. So to stop the political meetings and gathering of the people, in 1990 a new law that has been passed by the British administration, that is a Rolect Act. And according to this law, not more than 5 people can gather together. एक संग नहीं खड़े हो सकते हैं 5 से ज्यादा लोग. So what happened in April 1999? On April 13, 1999, there is a public meeting in a Jallianwala Bagh, and at that time General Dyer come with his soldiers, and there is only a one entrance gate in that Jallianwala Bagh. So he blocked the entrance gate and allow his soldier to fire on the public. So in this incident many of the people have lost their life, many of them are injured. So this happens in 13th August, 13 April 1999. Now after this, the people of the country were very shocked by the British people, what they have done. That is also we say it as a Jallianwala Bagh massacre. The killing massacre means the killing of a large number of a people. So student, after this incident in 1920, what is the next point? In 1920, Gandhi ji launched non-cooperation movement. So what happened in 1920 student? In 1920 Gandhi ji launched the non-cooperation movement against the British. And what was the agendas of this non-cooperation movement? That are Indian people boycott the English goods, means the things which we are buying from the British people or made by the British people, we boycott them. And at that time many students from the colleges and from the school, they stopped attending the schools which are established by the British government at that time. And even people disobey or people refuse to do work which is given to them by the British people. So now the next point is Jawaharlal Nehru, Subhash Chandra Bose, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, Maulana Abdul Kalam Azad and Sarojini Naidu were some of the leaders of the time. Is it clear? So these are the leaders, and when we are talking about these are the leader of that time, and after that there is in 1920 Gandhiji launched non-cooperation movement, and after that in 1930 Gandhiji launched a new movement, and that is known as Dandi March. That is known as Dandi March, or you can also say Salt Law and Civil Disobedience Movement. Why the name of the movement is Civil Disobedience Movement? Reason behind is that at that time, what does the British administration done? They don't allow Indian peoples that they can make their own salt, and even they cannot sold their salt to anyone. And what they have done, they increase the tax on the salt. So due to this, the price of the salt increase very much, and it is very difficult for the poor peoples to buy this salt. And Gandhiji thought that air, water and salt, these are the basic needs of the people. Every people need the salt. So Gandhiji start from his ashram, Sabarmati ashram, that is in Ahmedabad, and the distance of Sabarmati ashram to Dandi, that is a small village around the sea. It is in Gujarat. Distance is of a 300 kilometer. And why we say it as a Dandi march? Because Gandhiji covered this distance while walking. Gandhiji covered this distance while walking. So student, when Gandhiji started from his ashram, then he started this the Dandi march with only 73 of his followers. But you are surprised to know that more than 50,000 people joined this Dandi march, and Gandhiji broke the British law, and due to this, at that time, many of the peoples are sent to the jail. Even Gandhiji was also arrested, and he was also sent to the jail. बट द मूवमेंट डू नॉट स्टॉप. देखो यही एक सबसे बेस्ट थिंग है ऐसा, क्योंकि देयर आर मेनी अदर लीडर्स आल्सो इन इंडियन नेशनल कांग्रेस. ऐसा नहीं है कि उन्होंने गांधी जी को अरेस्ट कर दिया तो अब ये मूवमेंट रुक गई. नो, अदर लीडर टेक ऑफ द चार्ज एंड दे कंटिन्यू द मूवमेंट. इज इट क्लियर? तो रियली में लीडर वही होता है जो, फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इफ इज डूइंग एनी मूवमेंट एंड मे बी जैसे गांधी जी ने स्टार्ट की मूवमेंट एंड ही वॉज अरेस्टेड, तो ऐसा नहीं है कि गांधी जी अरेस्ट हो गए मूवमेंट बंद हो गई. नो, अदर यंग लीडर्स ऑफ द पार्टी दे कंटिन्यू द मूवमेंट. सो दांडी मार्च. नेक्स्ट, सुभाष चंद्र बोस formed the Indian National Army. Yes, student. See, Subhash Chandra Bose. These all are revolutionary leaders. क्रांतिकारी थे ये लोग. भगत सिंह, सुभाष चंद्र बोस, चंद्रशेखर आजाद. These all are revolutionary leader. What does it mean? It means these. What is the thinking of these leader is that by following the path of the non-violence, we will get unable, or we can say it is not possible that we get the freedom with the path of a non-violence. What they thought? They thought that British administration is totally violent against the people of India. Then the same tragedy, the same thing they have also follow. They also be violent against the British administration. Only then they will left our country. So due to this, Subhash Chandra Bose, he was the first person who formed the Indian National Army, and not in India. In which country? In Japan. Okay. Next point is the in 1942. What happens? Quit India movement. So next point is 1942. The Quick Indian movement was launched, and now in this Quit India movement, student, now there is directly it is demand again demand before the British administration for the complete freedom of the our country, that is India. Now demand is what in this Quit India movement? Complete freedom. That is the demand at this time. And even Gandhi ji asked the people to do and die, or in other sense you can say karo ya maro. Okay, because and that time, student, many of the people sacrificed their life in this fight, because people left the jobs of the British peoples. They give up their life for the freedom of India. And British administration, they have done lot of violence with the people of India. Where they find the gathering, they are beating them, or even they allow their shoulder to fire on these types of people gatherings. So many of them have give up their life for the fight of the freedom. Then student, we get the freedom from the British rule in 1947. Now next point. Now what happened? Muslims want a separate country. So what's happened? The country is divided into two parts. The name of one part is India, and the name of another part is Pakistan. So the day when people of Pakistan celebrate their independence, that is student 14 August 1947, and on the next day, that is 15th August 1947, India become free. Okay, so every year on 15th August we celebrate Independence Day as a national festival. Why we said it as a national festival? Reason: people of different religions are living in our country, and every religions have their own festival. But whether you are belonging to any caste or whether you are belonging to any religion, the first thing is that you are Indian. First thing is that you are Indian. So these national festival means the festival which is celebrated by all the peoples who are living in our country, that is India. 26th January, that is also a national festival. Is it clear? So, India got her freedom on 15th August 1947. So, student, we have discussed things to remember. Now, after that, let's start with the book exercises of the chapter. Question number A, pick the correct answer. Jallianwala Bagh tragic event took place in. First question. So, student, the Jallianwala Bagh tragic event took place in. Option A. Option A is Amritsar. Chandigarh. Jalandhar. Rohtak. So, student, the Jallianwala Bagh tragic event took place in Amritsar, Chandigarh, Jalandhar, Rohtak. All these cities are in Punjab. ये सब शहर कहाँ हैं? ठीक है. अब देखो, हम वेयर इज गोल्डन टेम्पल. गोल्डन टेम्पल कहाँ है? इट इज इन अमृतसर. सो वेयर द जलियांवाला बाग ट्रेजिक इवेंट टुक प्लेस, इट टेक्स प्लेस इन अमृतसर. अमृतसर में हुआ था. So first one we have completed. Now see student, do one thing. Open page number 11. Sorry, 11. 111. All of you open page number 111. Take your pencil. See 111 page. This is a picture of leaders of the INC, Indian National Congress. Okay, so student, draw any 2 or 3 picture and see here. This is a picture of a revolutionary This is a picture of a revolutionary leaders. So you can draw any two picture from here. Okay, thank you student.